Alright, and we're back. Sadly, stream just has to keep dying on me. Oh. Yeah, it's HDMI switching. There we go. Okay, let's continue on with the lore reading then. Many aristocratic houses beneath the royal family of Glenbrook, and the kingdom itself is a very complex political system where customs and rights intertwine. The government is split into sections, and the royalists, aristocrats trained from a young age, are each in charge of their own field. Needless to say, each similarly has their own interests. The people satirize them in response, claiming that the royalists talk all day but never decide a thing, for only money matters among them. King Regna attempted to reform the system after the Salt Iron War. He first split the Wolfort clan 3 ways and placed each house in charge of protecting 3 strategic locations. He appointed the clan lord Simon as lord of the Wolfort domain. He then elected the adept Landroy Falks, who fought at Simon's side during the war. As the lord of the Southern Lands, finally advisor Gorde Telior was put in charge of the Northern Reservoir. Thus, the 3 high houses were established. King Regna hoped to bring the royalists under control by creating a rivaling force that already had merit to their name. It was also rumored that the king divided the elite Wolfort clan to diminish their might. His plan succeeded, but only in part. The 3 high houses gained almost as great popularity as the royal family itself, and the influence of the royalists was suppressed. However, because the kingdom focuses on old customs and Lord Simon prefers to dedicate himself to his house rather than vie for more power, the royalists still continue to spearhead Glenbrook's politics. The Hawk of Wolfort. There are no detailed records regarding the ancestors of Glenbrook's famed house Wolfort. According to legend, a single hawk led a traveling warrior to the mountainous area northeast of the kingdom, where the small tribes of Falks and Telior resided. The warrior, a distant ancestor of Wolfort, then began to unite the tribes as a house under his leadership. As a result, he was able to maintain his clan's independence despite being in the middle of the 3 nations. His small but elite forces famed throughout the land. Simon, lord of the clan during the Salt Iron War, held great influence on the battlefield and helped King Regna lead the war to its end. At the end of the war, he made a pact with the king, and his house became sword and shield for the crown. The clan was split into three: Wolfort, Telior, and Falks, and each was given their own domain to govern. Despite Simon being his vassal, King Regna holds House Wolfort in special regard and treats the lord with heartfelt respect as both a friend and a fellow warrior. The hawk upon the Wolfort coat of arms represents the house's pride and fearlessness, and pays tribute to the hawk that led their ancestor to Wolfort. Those who heal the ailing. Those who aid the injured and ill can be roughly divided into three categories. Apothecaries prescribe a variety of medication. Physicians rely upon medicine and surgery, and healers utilize magic to cure their patients. It is critical that those in need get the proper treatment based on their symptoms. Each practice has its own merits, though some nations and people are known to have a preference. For example, the Kingdom of Glenbrook employs mostly physicians, and those in poverty-stricken areas tend to rely more on apothecaries. All 3 are comprehensively studied at Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine. It is said that new medications and healing arts are discovered there every day. Beware the Beautiful Bandit. A beautiful bandit had been seen around the Wolfort domain, robbing nobles and the wealthy alike. I heard she was spotted around the harbor, so I headed to Wolfort myself and spoke to an eyewitness. We shared drinks at a local tavern as he told me all he knew. He was a middle-aged man with red hair and knew much more than I anticipated about the woman in question. He described her appearance and personality, but continued to regale me with tales of her childhood, habits, and least favorite foods. Ah, it is her. Hours passed with no end in sight. I assumed that someone so well informed must know how to contact her directly. By the time dawn was breaking, I managed to muster up the courage to tell him I was thoroughly interested and wished to meet her for myself. The man shouted, "Huh, so you fall in love with Trish, have you? Sorry, but nobody like you ain't got a chance with my daughter." Last thing I remember was a searing pain in my head. When I came to, I was on the floor, and the informant was walking away, leaving me to pay the tab. I wish no one to meet the same unfortunate fate that I have, so to those who are looking for the beautiful bandit, I say this: beware of her father. Let's see, what wasn't there a... Did I read 4? Um. Oh, I did read all 4. Let's continue on. We got everything we came for. There are 2 new character stories. Oop. The normally lively barkeep at the encampment lets out a heavy sigh. But what could be the reason? Ah, she's gonna join the fight? I wonder what she does.
What is the realm coming to?
Hail, fair maid.
Well, if it is an Eridor, have a seat. You've ample choice.
Who are you and what have you done with the barkeep? The one I know ain't prone to melancholy.
She is when word of a fellow barkeep's misfortunes reaches her. It's all in this letter. People are taken to plunder and to survive this war, and my friend's tavern was destroyed beyond repair.
Oh boy.
Here's hoping your fine establishment escapes unscathed.
I can't bear to think of what I'd do without this place.
My heart goes out to you. As if times weren't hard enough with customers.
I can't think straight for worrying so much. Well, you're a soldier, aren't you? Can't you just go out there and crush your enemies so we can be done with all this?
If only it were so easy. What I wouldn't give to wield a flagon every day instead of a blade.
Never took you for the type
Wield
to
a
make
shield,
excuses,
though.
Eridor.
Eridor is doing everything he can. The realm suffers because of my failings.
Forgive me, Lord Wolfort. It was hardly my intention to blame you. What with things being as they are, I haven't been myself these days. But enough of this. All the moping in the world won't change a thing. It's time for action. My lord, as you can see, I'll have no choice but to shutter my tavern if the war doesn't end. And soon. So let me join you. I think you'll find that pouring ale isn't the only trick I have up my sleeve. Ah, but where are my manners? Hasabara's the name, my lord.
Hasabara.
Service.
The barkeep at Wolfer's encampment. She strives to create a cheerful place for people to forget their worldly woes and is beloved by her many patrons. She looks like a pirate.
A barkeep I may be, but good drink isn't the only way I know how to heal what ails people.
Healer?
I can vouch for that, my lord. Hasabara is good to have around in a pinch.
Is she like a status
I see no
healer?
reason to refuse. You are most welcome among us.
Among us.
Heartening to see you're the decisive type. I won't let you down.
And you've made a good decision as well. Couldn't have picked a better lord to serve, I tell you.
Aye. I gathered that the way you're always singing his praises.
Hasabara joined your forces. So what is she about? A horseback healer to help allies in need. Heals allies within range, heals herself and her ally when performing a follow-up attack. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So we got a troubadour. Let's see, Benedict. While working on the riverbank, Eridor recounts tales from his and Benedict's youth.
Once we have stacked those sandbags, we should be well fortified against even the fiercest deluge.
Leave it to me. This old wolf has some vim in him yet. Phew. Haven't used some of those muscles since before I can remember.
I must say, when I saw the enormity of the task before us, I did not think we would finish in mere bells. I had braced myself for a full day of labor, at the very least.
Thank Benedict for that. We'd still be searching for weaknesses in our perimeter had he not been guiding us.
Indeed, but let us not understate Eridor's feats of strength.
Come now, Eridor. How many times must I tell you to be delicate with the sandbags? We only have so many at hand.
I hear you, I hear you.
Don't want to spill it, though.
I'll treat him as delicately as my lady love.
Gets
in the
everywhere.
absence of one.
Now is not the time for jests, Eridor.
If you don't want me complaining and you don't want me jesting, then I guess I'll just shut my mouth.
To hear them trading barbs like children, you would never think they work so well together.
Wisdom and strength. Two pillars that keep House Wolfort standing strong.
Wisdom, eh? He wasn't always that way. Took him plenty of failing to get where he is now.
Ooh, childhood
I
stories.
find that difficult to believe.
Is there something you wish to share with us, Eridor?
Might be. Maybe you've forgotten the folly of 20 years past, but my mind is a steel trap. And what's our task for today?
We are to deliver this message to Lady Destra with
Young
all haste.
Benedict. He was a soldier of the Saltarian War fighting under Seaman's command. He aged pretty well.
Seems simple enough. Send a bird.
A young Eridor, he was a soldier of the Saltarian War fighting under Seaman's command.
I would not trust a bird in this rain. A horse would be more reliable, and swifter besides.
Is that so? I respectfully disagree, my friend. Either way, I'm not going to be the one nursing you back to health if you catch the chills.
Shall we make it a wager, then? Send a bird, and we shall see who reaches Lady Destra first. You had best hurry.
What? Benedict? Off he goes. Well then, where are those damned hawks? As I recall, Benedict arrived at around the same time as the hawk. If it were a sunny day, he might have won.
Ah, the folly of youth. Many of our best days were spent in Lord Simon's service. We made many such wagers, in an attempt to get into Lord Simon and Lady Destra's good graces.
I remember when...
I believe we have had enough reminiscing for one day, Eridor.
But I want to hear more.
Don't be such a harsh taskmaster, Benedict. Where's the harm in a story?
Ask me that again when the floodwaters break through our meager fortifications. There is much to do and little time to do it. Wouldn't you agree, Anna?
Me?
Old
He
friends
wanted to
or
listen to the
old
story.
enemies. Sometimes it is hard to tell with those two.
Whatever the case, our work's done for the day. And there's nothing like a hard drink after hard labor. You two care to join me?
I would love to. Please, regale me with more tales of your youth.
I see no harm in one drink.
Let's be off then.
Shall we invite Benedict along?
You'd only be wasting your breath.
Now that you mention it, I do not believe I have ever seen you two sharing drinks.
Spirits cloud the mind, so I rarely drink.
I know the feeling.
When I do partake, however, I prefer to do so in quiet. I fear Eridor would only spoil that.
Benedict's a good man. Convictions have been strengthened. Alright. So, Frederica voices her doubts to Sarah Noah. Several days later.
Serenoa, do you have a moment? I was hoping to talk to you about our marriage. Now that Glenbrook has been brought to ruin by Esfrost, is there any meaning to our union? My brother may have been planning this from the start. And yet I came to Wolffort with the intent of marrying you, completely unaware of it. It's always like this. Nothing ever goes as I would wish it. The course of my life has always been at the mercy of others.
As has mine. Almost nothing happens the way I thought it would.
Check something. The only son of Simon, a legendary warrior who has fallen in Italy, is now the Lord of House Wolffort. I feel like that's different.
But you have a home. Somewhere you can return to someday. You are surrounded by people who care about you.
As do you, as a member of House Wolffort. Your place is with us now.
Serenoa.
And though this may sound pretentious, this is a time for you to think about your future and what you must do, Frederica. Just as I am.
I suppose you are right. What must I do?
Here you are. Master Benedict has been searching for you both.
Understood. Let him know we will return at once.
I should skim the profiles just to see if anything changed. Though I doubt it. Worth checking.
You said we received a delivery from
Roland's
Mr.
might have
Sorsley.
changed.
Yes, mostly food and materials, plus a considerable amount of coin.
That is quite kind of him.
House End is a wealthy one, even by Hyzant's standards. This would barely put a dent in their coffers. We have
like money.
distributed the resources as needed. We've even managed to restock our reserves.
Wish I could be happy for the help, but I can't say I am.
Agreed. Relying on them comes at a price.
The last
We'll be looking
surviving
for recompense.
prince of the Glenbrook line. He hides his face behind the mask of his late master to conceal his identity.
I believe that to be their true aim.
But this is the path we chose to walk together.
Indeed. And as long as we stay the course, the winds of favor will someday be at our backs.
Are the floor tiles glitching out a little bit?
A missive from Minister
I think they are.
Sorcerer has arrived.
I see he wastes no time. What absurd request could
Is
he
that like
possibly
is that
have
like
in
an
store
overlapping
for us?
tile bug?
Nothing good, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's noticeable in the stream playback that I have. Odd. Looks like we're gonna do a vote. What are we voting on? Sereno and the others gathered to discuss their response to a certain minister's request. Well, it depends on the request.
Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
That's on the the
Yes,
stream died.
my lord. We have just
That
received a
I never
request
know
from
when it
Mr.
happens.
Sorsley.
So annoying.
We are to deliver his cargo to Esfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
Like, it'd be
He
cool
is asking us to be an
if, like,
accomplice to his
the
illegal
audio
dealings.
died. I would immediately know that something's wrong.
Nerve of him,
But
asking the honorable
the
House
stream just
Wolffort
freezes,
to
but
do
the
such a
audio still
filthy
plays
job.
for me.
No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point.
Hmm.
We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzan's saintly 7. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzan's trust.
Yeah.
Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ, but a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
And let's meddle in everybody's minds and see where it takes us. Fun part. We managed to survive the battle, but the situation around us grows ever more complex. The decision before us will now greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. Let's head outside. Damn right. There we go. Hello. Hyzantian soldier. It was no easy feat ferrying all of Minister Sorsley's provisions. Just goes to show how deep the pockets of the Saintly 7 are. I never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzant, though. To say I'm impressed would be an understatement. The Saintly 7 are highly revered in the Holy State. Claims of any illicit dealings would no doubt be met with skepticism. Need to find any item blips. Hello. I am happy that the provisions Minister Sorsley sent are being met with joy by the people. Is there anything you would like me to relay to him in return? I really want to ask this, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be met with a can't say anything. Before that, there's something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorsley as his vassal? He is one of the Saintly 7, and a greater liege than I deserve. I think his benevolent character should be apparent after all the aid he has bestowed upon Wolfort. He is also a man committed to righteousness and will not tolerate any semblance of injustice or betrayal. You are the same, are you not, Lord Serenoa? Made a huge food mess, chess master? Alright. But of course. A warning, no doubt. Perhaps Minister Sorsley is not so generous as others make him out to be, after all. I am happy I could speak to you on Minister Sorsley. The trip to your domain was well worth the effort. Yeah, he seems happy enough. I know complaining won't do me any good, but it's downright awful not having a place to call my own anymore. Sadly, I can't do very much with these legs of mine. It would be easier with a roof over my head again, though. Only one building got destroyed, and it was an area for freaking merchant stalls. My house is fine, so I'm going to help the others who lost theirs. Welcome. Hello. Take your entire stock. just enough to afford his entire stock. Render screws within range flammable. I saw it. Timber. Also, quality stone. This kitty amassed a lot of wealth in this house. Oak. My child would oft go to bed with an empty belly and tearful eyes, but no more. You have no idea how grateful I am for that. Some of the house is burnt down. It's so sad. Ow. Something poked me. A red anklet. Okay. What does that do? Increases strength and magic attack for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. Cool. I can't imagine Hyzant giving so much without expecting anything in return, though I suppose beggars cannot be choosers. That they cannot. Alright. We almost have all the information we can muster. Sir Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Prince Roland's death. Timing is too convenient, but I can't help but feel there's something else going on here. All we do for Wolfort. I ask you keep your observations like these to yourself. Yes, sir. You won't hear another peep out of me on the matter. Have my thanks. For now, these doubts must remain unspoken. I'll tell everyone the truth one day, but ask for you to bear with me until then. I cannot imagine you giving such strict orders for no reason, sir. I shall speak no more of this. All the other soldiers feel the same. You needn't worry about a thing, Lord Serenoa. Thank you. I could not have gotten this far without all of you. So he's going by Sir Maxwell, then? Still looks like reopening my shop will take some time, even with Hyzant's provisions. Sorry, bro. Gotta do what you gotta do, though. Alright, let's do some convincing and shifting of opinions. As Prince Roland said, we should take this out to Esfrost. Accusing Minister Sorcery without evidence would do us no good. We ought to make for Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments. Let's see, are you opposed to going to Esfrost, Lord Serenoa? That must be one that's unlocked within Esfrost. If we have no evidence, we need... Well, here, this is how you change your mind. Roland's death has just been announced. Going to Esfrost would put him in unnecessary danger. I must admit, I was concerned about that as well. Prince Roland does not seem so worried himself, but it may be best for us to avoid the duchy until the situation is calmed. Might we speak for just a little longer, Huette?
Then?
Why, certainly. If there's anything you wish to say, I'm all ears, my lord. I wish to expose Mr. Sorceley, not just keep our hands clean, but to gain the Holy One's support by show of good faith.
Good point.
I see. You want to use this as a means of getting closer to those in power. All goes well. All goes well, we may even get the aid we need without stooping to House Ende's crimes. We miss much by doing so, but stand to gain so much more. I haven't made up my mind just yet, but I'm glad we were able to talk. Been moved.
What do you need?
The Saintly Seven have tremendous power in Hyzant, and Minister Sorceley is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. We must make for Hyzant and report the illegal shipments. It's a difficult decision to make, but I think it's in our best interest to take the salt to Isfrost. Choose the bottom option. What Minister Sorceley is doing is illegal, that much is certain. Though we may not have proof, justice is on our side.
I wonder about that.
Pray do not underestimate the power and influence of the Saintly Seven. There are none who would listen to us without evidence on our side. In Hyzant, the Saintly Seven are the law. Our justice would not stand a chance. Eli, you know more about the Holy State than the rest of us. I would speak to you on the matter a little longer if you don't mind. But of course, my lord. Why are you so determined to expose Minister Sorceley's crimes? Minister Exarm stands opposed to Minister Sorceley. You would no doubt help us if we asked.
Yes, I see.
If we had Minister Exarm's support, our chances of success would improve drastically. It would regrettably drag us into Hyzant's political strife, but we should be able to use that opposition to our advantage. There's still time until voting commences. Until then, I hope you will reconsider where your token will fall. There's only the others yet. There may be... Also, I want to check your profile. Royalty, new member of the King's Guard. Okay. Same thing.
Serenoa.
We cannot overlook Minister Sorceley's back market dealings, let alone be party to them. I know that it means that even more will have to go without salt in the duchy, but still, I believe we should go to Hyzant and bring these crimes to light. We should transport salt to the duchy at House End's behest. Please, Sereno, I must know why you are opposed to exposing Minister Sorceley's crimes. Always choose the unlocked option, even if it's not the right one. Minister Sorceley is one of the Saintly Seven. Proving him guilty would be a struggle even with evidence, of which we have none.
Surely.
Indeed. Minister Sorceley's work has greatly benefited the Hierophant for many years. He must have great influence in the Holy State. If we went to them now, desperate as we are and lacking proof, there's a chance they would not believe us. Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
I admit I am more than curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorceley's illicit dealings. I've heard rumors of Minister Exarm. Though he looks reliable at first glance, I do not know if he can truly be trusted.
No.
Say one thing to one person, say another thing to another one. You mean to say he may be using us, perhaps plans to betray us? I share your doubts, but doing so avails us nothing. Let us return to our own counsels, Frederica. I understand your feelings, as I hope you understand mine. Yep. Roland.
Serenoa.
We have nothing to prove Minister Sorceley's dealings illegal, nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. Right now, we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorceley's bidding. Make for Hyzant and report illegal salt shipments. I loathe the mere thought of being party to these crimes, but spouting off baseless accusations will avail us nothing. House End aims to make us their pawn. If we give them an inch, they are apt to take a mile. He doesn't care too much about his own safety, so... I know that I do, but our options are less than few. Damn it, if only we had proof. Look as though you have more to say, my friend.
Moreover...
You needn't hold back. You know you can be honest with me. Salt is the financial foundation of the Holy State. If we expose Minister Sorsley's crimes, we can easily gain the Holy One's trust.
A fair point.
I see. So you refuse to give up hope, even though we haven't a shred of evidence in our hands right now. But you're right, such fraudulent dealings in salt would prove to be a grave problem in Hyzant. Perhaps we should appeal to the Hierophant rather than House End. Bringing Minister Sorsley's crimes to light won't be easy, nor is it without danger. Even so, it is a path worth considering. He has been moved. I'm going to do the travel to Hyzant and report the illegal salt shipments. I want to see what will happen, even though it will probably end horribly.
Aye, lad.
Can't imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We gotta go to Hyzant and report that no-good minister. Let's flip it. We should transport the salt to Duchy at House End's behest. We're actually considering doing his dirty work. Why? While I believe Minister Exarm would help us find Minister Sorsley guilty, we ought to be careful of him. He is no doubt another trying to use us as his pawn. It never cease to amaze me, lad. Minister Exarm is a man of bottomless ambition. I don't like the thought of that, to be honest. If only there were a way House Wolford could get by alone. I wish us not be party to these crimes if we can avoid it, but things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it, but still, just thinking about dirtying our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. Running away from our problems will avail us nothing. Well learned though it may be, we need House End's coin.
Are you joking?
I know. Just thinking about our situation has me trembling in rage. Still, I don't know if I have it in me. Damn it. It's our own damn fault as pathetic vassals that you're in this position in the first place, lad. Need more time to think on it. This won't be an easy decision either way.
We must decide.
Minister Sorsley is involved with trafficking illegal salt. It would be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. I see. So you believe we should follow Minister Sorsley's orders? Right now, House Wolford stands alone. We cannot risk losing Minister Sorsley's support.
Quite true.
Aye, House End is our only ally at the moment. And I would be hesitant to lose our only means of rebuilding the Wolford domain. There is still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? Minister Sorsley is no fool. I doubt he would blindly trust us to carry out such an important deal.
Ah.
I cannot deny that. Both Minister Sorsley and his subordinate are cunning men. We could move under the cover of night, although there's always a chance the enemy awaits us in the shadows as well. You made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord, allow me a moment more to make my decision. Alright, Anna, we're gonna convince you to report the illegal shipments.
Lord Saranoa.
Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley. Poor options, both. I wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Saranoa. Report the illegal shipments. So, you believe it better to venture to Hyzant and disclose Minister Sorsley's wrongdoings. Might I ask why? So do we say it's because Aphros is a enemy territory, or because the Saintly Seven might listen to reason? I mean, let's just keep talking about the Saintly Seven. We may not have evidence, but the fact we have been asked to traffic illicit salt remains unchanged. If we speak to the other saints, we may yet find ourselves an ally.
Yes?
You speak of your acquaintances, Minister Exarm and Minister Lila, I assume. But even with their backing, we are unlikely to win the Hierophant's trust without evidence. I know the decision's not an easy one, but I truly think it in our best interest to go to Hyzant. Alright. Where will the scales take us? That was messy. Very, very messy.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorslay's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Let's see.
You've convinced me.
Change your mind, sir. No, we cannot stoop to supporting such wrongdoings. I think we're going to Hyzant.
Forgive me.
You wish to sway me, you must leave me with no room for doubt.
Even still,
I'm sorry, Serna. Please understand.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You've convinced me, Lord Serna.
I agree.
You have my support, Lord Serenoa.
I have faith in you.
I made up my mind. We should make for Hyzant.
Just can't see it.
Sorry. I just can't let House Wolford go down this path without a fight. I think it's 2 and 5.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Oh, actually convinced everybody. Nice.
The way forward is decided.
It all ended up going one way.
We march to Hyzant and expose the minister's illicit dealings.
It all worked out. Majority
We have
rules,
chosen our path.
and the majority is
We shall head to Hyzant
everybody.
and alert them of Minister Sorslay's wrongdoings.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Well, at least everybody's on board.
no matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
Let's go destroy the Sand People. Or I guess they're more Salt People.
In
But
exchange
they have
for
it
his
coming
aid,
anyway.
Sorsley orders House Wolf
6 of the 7 Saints look massively evil.
Serenoa, however, intends to bring word of the minister's crimes to the holy state of Hyzant. In order to succeed, he must delve deep into the nation's internal affairs while avoiding Sorslay's notice.
Chapter 9, Part 2, To Desert's End. This is exciting.
So you've decided to accept my proposal. A wise decision, Lord Serenoa.
As you have requested, none shall know of the salt's
But you are still too young for true wisdom, it seems.
He means, let us not speak of the obvious, my lord. It's prudent to speak as little as possible to prevent any unnecessary complications. One never knows who might be listening.
Ah.
Fortune favored you with a capable retainer.
I beg your pardon, Minister, but I must entreat you to recall the aid you offered in exchange for ours.
I give you my word it shall be done. Booker, I'll leave the rest of the arrangements to you.
Yes, Minister. If you all will follow me into the antechamber, we may discuss the details further.
The trap. The trap. Excuse me? two main story bits. Let's see. Council of the Saintly Seven speaks with the merchant Claris on matters of salt and receives a startling report.
What? Who would dare send an army
That
to
guy.
test our borders?
They are soldiers of House End, by all appearances.
Sorcery, you go too far too often of late.
Who's that dude that looks like he has either a
This
goatee
means
or a
the
massive
rumors are
chin?
true, Minister
It's a
Council.
goatee. I think we saw him once.
There is still nothing to conclusively prove N's involvement in illicit salt trading.
Which is why you must investigate. You are Hyzant's Minister of Domestic Affairs, are you not? The illicit salt market grows larger by the day, strangling our own trade.
Against one of the Saintly Seven, I can do nothing without the Hierophant's express permission.
Perhaps you cannot. But is there not another with plans already in motion?
So he's gonna be our ally.
Even so,
Him and Exar,
I am
apparently.
not at liberty to act on naught more than a whim. I must prioritize our land's stability above all else.
But I'm wondering why this over here is being marked as main story. The first time something to the side has been marked as main story.
So, I am queen. What should I do?
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Esfrosti valued freedom.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom. Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken. And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I wonder if her thing changed. Nope. Cordelia's might have.
I see. Thank you.
A young queen who sits upon the throne of Glenbrook at Kusadov's behest. She is prepared to do whatever she must to protect the royal line as its sole survivor.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
Brother, father, look over me until I find the strength I require.
Those two.
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boars in Glenbrook.
It will be a great day when you fight them in battle and stomp them. Right into the dirt. Cyrano and his retinue decide not to transport Sorceley's illicit salt. But, will their risk see them rewarded? Probably not. Gotta eventually battle.
You've made a bargain with Minister Sorsley?
The appearance of one in any case. But we mustn't grow complacent.
Aye. One of his men wouldn't stop glowering at Benedict.
He may yet suspect our true motives. Nevertheless...
We shan't stray from the course we've decided upon, if that's what worries you. Tell them, Benedict.
Minister Sorsley has asked us to deliver unregulated salt to Esfrost by means of a secret route. We shall make it appear as though we are bound for the Grand Duchy, but in truth, we shall divert from the route and make for the capital of Hyzant.
I've
So
already
kind of
scouted
just
the way.
loop around?
Shortcut through the ravine.
Then you intend to use the illicit goods to prove Minister Sorslay's crimes to the Hierophant.
But will a little salt be enough to land one of the Saintly Seven in the dungeons? After all, he's influential and well-connected enough to have weathered unsavory accusations for years.
Well, it seems like we'll have two of the Saintly Seven on our side, at least.
We're apt to be the ones clapped in chains, not the other way round.
We only need get to the capital for our plan to succeed. The Saintly Seven may pretend they stand united, but there are cracks in that facade. If we but exert the right leverage, Sorsley will fall.
Indeed. Now then, we shall depart come midnight.
As you command.
Eridor!
Right you are. Quiet as a mouse I'll be.
We move.
Serenoa and his retinue depart the Citadel of the Sands under the cover of night and make their way to the Hyzantian capital.
Whee!
They press onward through the moonless dark, guided by naught but the faintly flickering light of hope.
An investigation? Also, side quest. A report from one of its subordinates spurs Sorsley to take a new course of action.
House Wolford means to betray me, you say? What leads you to believe this?
A chance sighting one of my vassals had of a suspicious woman, apparently poking around the path to the capital. From her description, there's no doubt she was none other than Anna of House Wolfort.
You're supposed to be a
The
great
woman
spy.
Who serves, incidentally, at Benedict's right hand.
She is his creature. I see.
Creature?
Then they mean to bring evidence against me.
The danger is too great to be ignored, Minister.
Indeed. I trust you will take care of it before it becomes a problem.
Of course. I've sent soldiers that way already, and I shall join them shortly.
Anna fucked up. Anna fucked up real good. In the dead of night, Serenoa and others approach the Citadel of the Sands on their way to the capital. Not a very deserty area, is it?
We haven't been followed.
Yeah, because they're waiting
No cause to
for
relax
us.
just yet, milady. The moment you drop your guard is the moment the enemy's apt to strike. Ain't it, Benedict?
Indeed. This is where I would position soldiers for an ambush, were I to set a trap for us.
Aye. A hunter would have the upper hand here.
Let us scout the area to be safe.
And look for items. I should see how the others fare and ensure we've not been too conspicuous. I pray that we're not attacked for trying to bring injustice to light. But should it come to that, then so be it. I will not back down. We have no choice but to report such a naked abuse of power. Item. Recovery pellets. Sorsley will not hesitate to shed our blood if he finds out we are moving against him. It is fortunate that everyone is ready for battle, for I sense one will find us soon enough. Who would have thought one of the Saintly Seven would be so bold as to illegally distribute salt? I'm sure Sorsley's been meticulous enough about hiding his misdeeds. He'll no doubt be equally observant of us. It takes a true veteran like Eridor to see the signs of an ambush lying in wait. I am well impressed. Though I lack his experience, I swear to you that Prince Roland shall not fall under my watch. Item. Fortifying Spice. There's an item. 700 money. 1200. If the enemy has set a trap for us, it may have been my survey of alternate routes that alerted them to our presence. I felt eyes on me, multiple times. I pray they were not the enemies. Yeah, turn it on them. Any trap house end sets is a good opportunity to secure a witness to their crimes. You speak truth. I should have thought of that myself. So we must not let him escape should it come to pass. Can I count on you, Anna? You have my word. Since an ill wind, we must keep our watch over our surroundings. Yes. Indeed, it is as Eridor said. The enemy is apt to strike when we drop our guard, spoken like a true survivor of the Salt Iron War. Do not fear me, Lord Serenoa. I shall do my part when we reach Hyzant. Grab that last item before we talk to Eridor. Ranged Windstone. This sneaking doesn't suit me, if I'm honest. I'd much rather take the fight to him. But worry not, I'll keep you safe, even if they try to ambush us. Do keep your voice down, Eridor. They'll not ambush us so easily if they cannot hear us coming. Forgive me, I got caught up in the moment. For me to say that keeping me speaking in a whisper might be hard and simply taking our steel to him. What is House End's move then? If they were to attack, this would be as good a place as any. So you say. I should gather the others. Perhaps they found something by now. Battle. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the encampment real quick, see if there's any upgrades we can get. Still sold out. See, anybody else get a weapon upgrade? The tier 2, I mean. Silver. He can upgrade to rank 2. I mean, so can she. Although he never used her. Mounted healer. Alright. You are getting that upgrade. You can increase the effect of Raging Boost and Bulwark. Oh, hell yeah. That's some good shit. But now we have no money. Hey, Lord Sereno, how fare you? Busy as always, I expect. Are you getting enough to eat? You need a full belly to get through times like these. Can't find an empty stomach, can you? What was something tasty to tuck into? I don't hesitate to ask for seconds, or thirds. What'll be today? Hmm. Still sold out of materials. If we had money, we could do more upgrades, but we're a little out. But let's set up for the battle. The party keeps a watchful eye on their surroundings, but finds it strange when not even a stray footprint is seen. So we're getting flanked from behind? Does that mean we're starting from a less advantageous point in the map?
Have you found anything?
No, my lord. Only our own footprints.
Strange.
Few travel this path, but it is still traveled.
Someone must have covered their tracks.
Oh boy. That was quick. Also, they have a lot of men.
Well, if it isn't House Wolfort's motley crew, imagine my surprise at finding you here. Whatever are you doing?
We were merely on our way to...
No need for pretense, my lord. Not when his life is forfeit for having discovered us.
I think you have it the wrong way around. Die.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Just like his description. Weather is clear, so that's good. It's dark, though. What does he got? Oh boy. Move and use commands twice in a single turn. Broken. Let's see. Increased damage dealt to enemies afflicted with status ailments. He can throw poison. His class is Poisoner, according to that. He doesn't resist blind, though. Also, his throw poison costs 2. And so he is dangerous, obviously. I think our best bet is to try to go grab the high ground this way. Might be difficult, though. We only have so many spaces. Do these guys have range attacks? They have throwing knives and wall jump. This fight is interesting. They only have bowmen on this side. So I think, yeah, I think going this way is probably our best bet. We also have no healers, but that doesn't matter too much. This guy's recommended. Oh, probably because he can set up traps. There's a lot of single lane areas here. Let's see, I'm gonna bench you for her.
Leave it to me.
Because I want to try out her heals. I see no reason to adjust my units further. Although his traps are useful, I feel like he's not good enough at this point. Switch our healers to the center. move her here so she can surmount. Just go right up. I think these conditions are fine. So let us begin. Battle.
You'll have to be cleverer than that to outwit me. Here, this is what you get for trying to make fools out of us.
We must put an end to this. Take them all down.
There
You're
is
first.
no mercy on the battlefield.
Bro, wait, what? What is that attack range that he has? What's the deal? He can't move that far. Where's he getting, like, all that range from? Is he carrying an item or something that he can use? He also gets to go second. It looks like he would normally go first, so he's gonna try to do something. Here, Serenoa. I can't even give it to him. Here, give you Bulwark so you can survive a little bit better.
Incredible.
For my lord. Every defense has a weakness.
Okay.
Too easy.
Up you go.
Come get me.
For victory!
I don't think they can hit from the upper ledge there. You okay there? There you go.
Good try.
Good miss.
Battle is ours.
See, I'll move you here to get you into position. %68 chance. That accuracy. I don't want to put her in range of all those attacks. Alright, let's go for the luck. Come on.
From this range.
No darkness, though.
Feisty, aren't we?
So, she's a healer, but she heals when allies in melee range. Interesting. Trekking for
Watch out for the
PP.
archers up there.
Wait, that's an archer?
Them taking the high ground puts us at a bit of a disadvantage.
Oh, there's two archers. I thought they were all sword users.
If we stop moving for even a second, they'll have us.
There's nowhere to run once it starts raining arrows.
Yeah, so we just pick a side and take the high ground.
From where shall we strike?
Ah! I'll take you on!
Here, have some ram damage.
You're in the way!
Oh.
I shall do what I can.
There you go.
Thank you, friend.
I fight for peace.
So, okay.
2 actions.
Time for some research.
Less people on the map.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I believe our Raging Beast is really good here.
Ready for more. For the future
Stronger.
of House Wolford.
Move you here.
For my lord.
Okay, he's... Yep, there he goes.
Fine.
So he can
Looks
move
like
twice?
I shall have to kill you myself.
So it's a better version of Anna's thing. That is not fair at all. See, if I can get around and blind him, that could be pretty good. Oh.
I shirk from no danger.
I dealt some extra damage there.
Come on, then.
Move here. Be brave.
No slacking off.
1,000 thanks.
Oof.
This battle is ours.
He is not immune to blind, but it is pretty unlikely. We tried anyway.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Die already!
Good miss.
My pride is my shield.
Defeat is not an option.
Put Benedict in his way, it looks like.
Come at me!
Is out of range of the provoke. That's unfortunate. Whatever.
I'll be your shield.
Keep the heat on him.
Let me heal your wounds.
Thanks.
F.
Let me show you what I've learned.
So much for his rear guard thing. He immediately dies.
Two actions for a better world.
So, it falls to me. Free!
They got me.
Let us pry out their weakness.
I thought he was Oh, does it turn off his provoke when someone else attacks him? It's kind of a pain in the ass. Nothing you could do about that at all.
I have your back. Our victory is assured. Forward! I'll make this quick.
Not enough to kill anybody.
To lead, I must grow. This is...
The pain will end.
Impressed?
I will end.
Damn, he gets 4 attacks. He is busted.
Sound strike. Allow victory is within reach.
I'm a fool.
Bit of a bind, this.
It's also problematic. She does not heal herself.
This battle is ours.
Heal him.
This will help.
Move here for the purpose of trying to blind him. Come on, work. Nice.
This battle is won.
Back at you. Much appreciated. Impressed?
Let me heal your wounds.
Literally nothing else I can do.
One step closer to our hope.
This can't be! Ha! That tickled! It hurts, don't it?
Impressed? Impressed?
I fight for peace.
Working out hilariously well.
I shall protect you.
Oh, I shouldn't have
Where was I?
exposed him. Or her. Rip.
How embarrassing.
Back at you. What would father do? I'll make this quick.
I shall try my level best.
I don't have the ability to use now.
Let us reverse our fortunes.
Time to work.
It's over.
Suffer. For life.
In
Rip.
your hands now.
Yeah,
It falls to me.
it's always a fairly quick destruction of everything. I can at least get rid of Booker. Goodbye.
Not this.
My research bears fruit.
No. I failed to stop them. I failed House End.
See ya.
It's only a flesh wound.
See ya. Bye.
Let me heal your wounds. This is what I do.
So Anna's job now is to take care of the people up there
I will end this.
before we all die.
Let me
Much
help.
appreciated.
No!
For the honor of House Wolford.
My turn. Allow victory is within reach. Sound strike.
Let us pry out their weakness. There is always a way.
Shall we begin? I'm behind you.
This will be of great use.
Rip Ice Mage.
My research!
Out!
Forward! Thought that hit the mark.
Let me show you what I've learned. Let me help.
I'll take you on!
Your orders?
What else I can do with her?
You let your
Oh,
guard
cool.
down.
I'm fine with that. I was expecting the archer to go for Gila.
Stay composed.
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are healed.
Roll back attack.
Impressed?
I'm a fool.
My turn. This is the end.
situation is grim. I need this.
I can still stand.
There's not a ton that she can do. She can provide fire shield to somebody at least. Better than nothing.
Well done.
Mother.
You won't beat me!
I don't think we've heard this music before.
You're in the way! I love the battlefield.
Shall we begin? Victory goes to the Queen.
This is...
Let us pry out their weakness.
Question is, can these three win the day?
Sloppy.
Wow.
Aha. My turn.
Victory
Allow
is
me.
in reach.
I've gained new strength.
Strength in numbers. Whatever that is.
You've left yourself open. For the honor of House Wolfort. Death from above.
Oh, no.
There goes our healer.
You won't beat me!
Quite a few units remaining. And now they have no more healer.
I shall try my level best.
Stay composed. Much appreciated. Back at you.
My turn.
Sound strike. Sound strike.
When a wolf is cornered. This ends here.
Ah! You won't beat me!
No archers.
Gone!
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Let us steal our defenses.
Time to work.
Wide open!
I think we got this. Yeah, we got this. There's only 2 left. Down to the wire, but we got it.
Benedict.
Carefully. Perish.
I've been waiting for this! Show me what you're made of!
There is no mercy on the battlefield. A brief respite.
What would Father do?
Bam. Oh, I forgot to pick up the spoils now. A hard-fought victory. Hey, another Medal of Bravery and a weapon upgrade item. Intense. And we now have a captive.
Have mercy.
Does the guy who just
Victory is
ambushed
ours.
us.
Surely we needn't shed yet more blood.
We cannot spare him, my lady. Not when he knows what we intend to do.
He was complicit in the salt fraud, was he not? Perhaps he might agree to bear witness for us.
Yes, yes. I'll tell you everything. Whatever you wish.
Then let us attempt it.
Fools!
Really?
You haven't won yet. Once I report to Minister Sorsley, he will crush your pathetic house.
Nice. Hurry, heal him so he doesn't just completely die.
You certainly took your time, Anna.
No more than was necessary.
Unfortunate. We'll have to find another witness.
His lips may have been sealed, but it's only a matter of time until this betrayal is discovered.
We must prove our case before that happens. Come, let us hurry to the capital.
I would say currently our argument for this is if we really did mean to just betray them and killed his right-hand man, why would we head right for the enemy
After
stronghold?
surviving an ambush at the hands of Sorslay's retainer Booker,
It's not sane
Serenua and his
to do that.
retinue arrive at the Hyzantian capital.
We're here.
I thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. That said, salt makes for poor evidence. There's simply no way of telling legitimate goods apart from illicit ones.
Surely, as Minister of Domestic Affairs, rumor of Sorslay's illegal salt trade has reached you.
Rumor, yes, but nothing more. From foreign sources, no less. I cannot help wondering if these rumors are more intended to drive a wedge between us and Sorsley, and in doing so, throw our land into chaos. Not that I would question the honorable intentions of House Wolfort, of course.
I understand you have good reason to doubt in your position, Minister Kamsel.
But weeding out corruption is a duty that falls to House Farrant. If you find anything else, pray, inform me at once.
Of course.
So, he wants us to bring him further evidence before agreeing to aid us. Even one of the Saintly Seven can only act upon the surest foundation, it seems.
Desert's end completed.
House Wolfort, eager to report House N's illicit dealings to Hyzant, rebuffs an attack from Booker, Sorslay's loyal assistant, and gains entry to the city. Alas, Kamsel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorslay's misdeeds.
Chapter 10, Part 1, In the Shadows of Suspicion.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolfort to so much as entertain the idea.
The Wolforts are formidable, always striving to do the right thing. Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
Played right into X-Arm's hands.
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
Cheers. Hey, character stories. Frederica has an important matter to discuss with Gila.
Lord Serenoa never ceases to amaze me. Despite all the hours he dedicates to his duties, he looks none the worse for wear.
Even so, I am certain it takes its toll on him. He wants to set an example for his people and those who serve him, and wishes not to worry them over his condition. Excuse me, Serenoa, but is there anything I could do to help?
Ah, Frederica, my apologies for the delay. The citizen's petition will require a bit more time, so why don't you and Gila return home ahead of me?
I see, if you insist. But please do not push yourself too hard, Serenoa.
I shan't. Thank you, Frederica.
Of course.
Is something the matter? It's rare of you to sigh like that.
Did I? Oh my.
It looks like something's troubling you. If you wish to talk about it, I am happy to lend an ear.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sometimes wonder if I can go on like this.
Are things not going well with Lord Serenoa?
No! Serenoa is as kind and gentle as ever. It is my own self I have doubts about. I cannot help but wonder if I am truly of any use to him.
Since Lord Serenoa is always working so hard, why not give him a tonic to boost his vitality? I purchased one from a merchant not long ago. It should chase all his fatigue away.
A good idea to be sure, but the fact remains it is not me myself that is serving him.
Then how about preparing a meal for him? Something nutritious to fill him with vim and vigor.
Me? Cook?
Yes, I'm certain he would be delighted by anything that you make.
But I've never cooked before. I doubt anything I make would suffice.
You won't know until you try. Besides, what matters isn't the result, but the feeling behind it.
Book.
Use this cookbook. I'm sure you will find a recipe or two to your liking.
Thank you, Gila. Now then, which of these would Serenoa enjoy?
I don't know. Never seen him eat. Zoom out. Let's see. I'm sure he's wondering what happened to Booker. Within the Citadel of the Sands, Tenebris finds Sorcery in high spirits. Who?
Well, if it isn't Tenebrous. Gloomy as ever, I see.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
Okay. So he's only the Saintly Seven, but I don't think he's talked before. One of the Saintly Seven and keeper of the teachings histories. Looks very boring.
Why shouldn't I be? House Wolfort is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
You don't realize that they're in
Can
the city,
they
do you?
succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camcel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebrous.
Do not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebrous?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
Never, huh? Alright, instead of heading back here, let's head to the encampment real quick. Check our stuff here. We can afford one of these now. We can promote another unit. Yeah. Increases the range of the first normal attack used after battle begins by 2. So basically, you can get a head start. That's pretty neat. Could be useful. What do you get? You'll get pushback. Knocking back 3 squares. You'll get heals that ails you. Status ailment healing. You'll get Fire Eater. Absorb fire for 3 turns. I wonder if you use that. If then fire magic would friendly fire you so you heal. Interesting thought. Always counterattack him on taking damage from an adjacent enemy. That's all he gets. He doesn't gain any other stats. That's garbage. Alright, I'm thinking Hewlett. Take the upgrade.
It is an honor to serve.
And do you have anything new by chance? Nope. Now we could spend some money on upgrades. Yep. So she can upgrade her weapon. Yeah, let's upgrade her weapon. 1 crystal. And what does her stuff get? Magic attack, duration of haste, and increase the effect of haste, increase jump by 1. Not that great. If she wants to be on the front line, she does need more physical and magical defense. I like the idea of a melee mage. Like, that just provides healing from the front lines. Business dry to a trickle since the war started. Everyone know who runs a tavern is in the same boat. High and dry. Something doesn't change soon. I don't know how many of us will make it. Oh, we got another mission. To the last man. Eliminate the enemy forces without letting a single soul escape. Anticipate their route and cut them off before they can retreat. So so you have to try to restrict their movement? Then? Yeah, you lose if even a single enemy escapes. Let's look at the overview. The enemy reaches the area indicated by the yellow panels, they will escape from the battlefield. Predict the enemy's route and prevent them from escaping. A very interesting scenario here. And it looks like you get quite a few units to deploy. We have 12 units.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Now they have quite varied units. That makes this map kind of annoying to navigate. Also doesn't help that some of our units are only level 12, like Kasabara. I wonder what happens if we fail. Does it just game over immediately? Yeah, using him, he will be invaluable in this fight. Alright. What?
If I meet your approval.
Okay. Let's give this weird challenge a shot. First turn goal is just to get our taunter in there.
Shall we begin?
Go quick.
Fine. I'll keep on that.
Time to work.
See if I go to turn order. You know what?
for victory! Brace yourself!
If I could take out that mage quickly, that'll help me out a lot.
Hunt is on. Darkness engulfs you.
Feisty, aren't we?
Good miss.
A wasted effort.
From where shall we strike? Death from above!
I see a path to victory.
Move you here. Now.
There is always a way.
Let me show you what I've learned. Flame, heed my call! I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Zap him inside his armor, I guess.
Ready to see it stand? I'll make you proud, Grandfather.
Immobility.
I'll take you on! Show me what you're made of.
I must remain calm.
Turn delay.
I've got it! There's more yet to learn.
They got me.
So, it falls to me.
Damn resistance.
Come on!
I should have healed him.
Cool heads shall prevail. Make the most of this.
How gracious.
That's all that can be done.
Sound strike. Sound strike.
Impressed? Ken's here!
Time to take flight.
Here, let's see. Cyrano's more important.
Tides are turning.
Not enough.
This ends now! Bit of a bind, this. Ha! I'm old, not a pushover.
Defeat is not an option. Now I end this.
Glenbrook is in
Rip.
your hands.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. Your defense is weak. I see the threads of battle more
Twofold
clear.
turn.
Let me show you what I've learned. Flames, heed my call!
I've been waiting for this. You're done! I love the battlefield.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. It's not over yet.
Much appreciated.
I'm a fool.
I must remain calm.
So you can't actually make the jump. Okay then. Set another spring trap then.
Nice work. So, it falls to me.
I see through you.
Let me heal your wounds.
You have a haste.
Delightful.
Your orders? Shadows conceal me.
Why not? It's experience.
Time to take flight.
Freeze you in place.
Impressed?
Now it's my turn.
When a wolf is cornered. I'll make this quick.
If they try to go for the back smack, they'll get rejected.
I fight for peace. I shall
Much
protect you.
appreciated.
We will make our ideals reality.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Grant the ally a chance to act twice on their next turn. So it's good for people with more strength, like him.
Sloppy. Out! I've been waiting for this.
Removed.
Stratagem is superior.
I'll show you what I can do.
That's what I can do. I can move.
Time for some research.
It's time.
Let me heal your wounds. Allow me.
My thanks.
My growth is plain to see.
2 for 1.
It's over.
1 turn,
Here
that
I
is.
come.
Not considered a back attack, unfortunately.
No mercy from us.
Bit of a bind, this.
What are you and your
Most
cups
appreciated.
about?
Forward.
Goodbye.
I will end this.
You have a flame shield.
I'll show you what I can do. Just hold on, everyone.
You're a lifesaver.
Let us pry out their weakness. We make it up here.
You won't beat me! Show me what you're made of.
Time for some research.
You can deal a decent amount of damage here.
Free. You're joking. It's time.
Excellent.
Splendid results.
I shall do what I can.
This is what I do. I will end this.
Oh, perfect. There's more yet to learn.
Now! This battle is ours.
Come on, then. Nice knowing ya. I'm old, not a pushover.
I fight for peace.
Here, have a flame shield.
I shall
This
protect you.
feels promising.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. I did it.
Good job, Narv.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Oh yeah, I do have to stop him from leaving, don't I?
Time for some research.
Am I gonna fail because I fucked it up?
You won't beat me!
That's one hell of a way to go. Both of them get to move beforehand. At least. Worst case scenario, I could do item spam, right?
To victory!
Defeat is not an option.
Played so well I forgot the objective and hubris.
I'll give it my best. I've got it.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
Much better.
Time to work.
Also, do in tandem.
You won't catch me. Come get me.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. My turn.
The hunt is on. Just gotta do it.
Here we go.
What a pain.
Mission complete, just barely. Roland once again being the one to take the fall. Interesting map, though. Pretty fun. And I would love to get the increased speed. See, let's increase his strength. That'll make him deal a little bit more damage, I think. Resources are scarce as fuck. Let's see. Movement of all allies. 3 TP to an ally. Move an ally to any location with 8 squares. If that ally is charging or casting, that action will be suspended. Charging or casting? Stop a single enemy for 1 turn, preventing them from taking any actions. That could be really good. And we got more character stories. Hewitt and Eridor embark on a hunt, and the former reflects on how she came into her position at the prince's side. Best send-off we can get, I guess.
A whole day of hunting, and this is all I have to show for it. Wanted to give Lord Serenoa something meaty for once.
A deer is no easy prey. You are a skilled hunter.
1 deer to your 3 boar? It's plain who the better of us is. I don't reckon you let a single one escape. Could be hunting is your true calling.
Perhaps. Before I was knighted, I was keeper of the Hawk's Roost. And besides, I come from a long line of hunters.
That's so. And what drove you to fight men for a living?
Glenbrook put out a call for Hawk Riders, that they might challenge Frost's aerial superiority. I answered that call.
Frost's aerial superiority. I don't like the sound of
Thing
that.
I've ever had to do. But I won a position in the Kingsguard, where I petitioned to serve Prince Roland personally.
Seeing you in action, I'm sure you could have made a fine commander. Yet you stuck by the prince's side.
Yes, I did.
Three years ago.
Flugy has yet to return. I hope he isn't in danger.
A young Hewitt who spent peaceful days in her village as a hawker.
What's this then? A traveler out here all alone, huh? And in sore need of protection by my reckoning. Hand over your coin purse and maybe we can reach an arrangement.
Bandits? Here? How could I be so careless?
I'd advise against running. Ain't nowhere for you to go.
Enough!
Hey, Roland.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
I was
thanks to
pressing
you.
X, but it wasn't
Had you not
profiling.
showed up when you did, I could have ended up dead. You have my gratitude.
Is that your hawk? It guided me here.
A young and sprightly Roland. His recklessness and desire for justice remain unchanged to this day.
I was in the middle of a hunt, but your bird cried out as if calling to me. Thank heavens I did not loose that arrow. I've never known hawks could be so wise.
His name is Flugy, and he's more than my hawk. He's my closest companion.
The bandits are growing more bold by the day. 'Tis best you returned home.
Wait! I have scarce little to give in the way of coin, but still, there must be something I can do to repay you.
Think nothing of it. It is the royal family's duty to protect our subjects.
The royal... Good heavens. You're Prince Roland. Forgive me, Your Highness.
There's no need for all that stuffy formality. May we meet again soon.
Yes, Your Highness. That was my first meeting with the prince. He saved my life, and for that, I shall be forever in his debt. I could settle for no less than the King's Guard.
Alright, are there any other little things? Nope. Alright. Getting pretty late. So, like usual, turn in for the night. Till next time, have a good one.